Hi, welcome to the Crack of Dawn. We're episode 2 here. It's Dawn Lombardi, your host of the Crack of Dawn, hostess, sorry. And I have with me Lucia Dostal
Hello.
Here she is.
Hello.
It's episode number 2. She already performed 2 songs on the first episode, Wild Child and Stranger, and pretty much most of the songs you're writing. She's a songwriter from Berklee School of Music in Boston. And what did you say? Songwriting is your major.
Yeah, it's technically called contemporary writing and
Contemporary
production.
writing and production,
But I like
okay.
to sneak in as many songwriting classes as I can.
You really do?
Yeah.
How many classes do you have to take a semester?
8 to 10.
Oh, you do? That's a lot. Jeez, my kid takes like 4. Really?
They're all
But they're
like
all
two-
like 3
they're like-
hours long, right?
They're all like yeah, and mostly once a week.
And they're like long, I would imagine.
Yeah,
How many
yeah.
people in a class? Like 12?
Yeah, it goes from like 12. Actually, it goes from like 2 or 3 to like 40.
Okay.
And only the big lectures are 40, but there are some like smaller classes when you get higher up in the major that it's like just you and the teacher, or just you and another person and the teacher. It's really
Can't
cool.
believe it. Now, do you have a favorite professor, like totally, that's just like amazing?
I do.
And who is he or she? Did they go there? Is it
Yeah.
alumni, Really?
He goes there.
so cool.
His name is Simone, and he's from Rome, and he is a teacher in my major, and he's just he's a great person and a great teacher, and I don't think I've ever learned more in a class than,
Really?
like, from him. Yeah.
Now,
It
can
was
you have
really
him
cool.
in the further years? Like, can you take him next year?
So next semester he's going on sabbatical. I don't know if you that's like basically when a teacher every 7 years gets a semester off.
And they get to go study.
And they get to go like do a project or like go on a semester-long vacation or like go.
Where is he going?
I don't.
Italy?
He's probably going back to Rome.
yeah, probably
and
back
working
to
on an
Italy.
album. But
And
like
he's good? He's really good?
he's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
He's
my
such
gosh.
a chill. He's such a like meditative guy.
He is?
Yeah.
What does he play? Guitar?
He plays actually a lot of things. I think he
does?
plays bass and guitar and keys, and he's a writer too,
Yeah?
mostly. So yeah.
How old is he? Like 30, 40?
I think he's in his 40s.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have any like really old dudes that have been there like forever?
Yes.
Yeah, you really do?
Yes.
I know, isn't it so
You're like
fun?
you either love us and
You're
you
like,
want to
can
stay,
you even
or
hear
like,
anymore?
Yeah.
Oh God, with all
You're
the
like, why are you
concerts.
still here?
Oh my gosh. And then before she starts playing another, we're going to do 2 more songs. I'm going to finish this portrait we're doing. It's coming out great. I love it. Oh my
it's
God,
beautiful.
I love it. I love the
song.
colors. This mustard yellow is crazy. I'm just copying what I've got. So I went to the store. I didn't have any white. You can see my palette. It's throwaway palette. This is acrylic paint. So nobody's getting high on the Crack of Dawn. There's no oil paint, no turpentine involved. And this will be dry by the time she leaves, which means she can take it with her, which is great. So, yeah, it's so exciting. So she's going to play a song. Then she's going to tell us about going to LA. It's crazy, by herself. It's like, I guess it's what you got to do as an artist. You have to. If you don't go, and then a lot of people have parents that are like, you're not doing anything. And I feel bad for kids like that.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Thanks,
like,
Mom.
Well, they sneak.
She's like in the
They
audience.
sneak. They'll sneak. They'll just lie and
Yeah.
say they're at a semester at sea and they'll be down the road at a bar playing music. It's like nobody's going to know, you know?
Yeah.
But when you have parents that are supportive, I'm supportive with my kids too. So it's really nice to have parents that are supportive, and she does for sure. So next song is, so she did Wild Child first, then Stranger. Was Stranger about like a person that you dated or no?
Yeah.
I knew it. And then how about the next song? What's this one?
The next song is one you've heard before. It was off of my self-titled album that I released last December 2023. And I actually wrote this song. It's a funny show to be on right now because I'm playing my oldest song and my newest song in one. Like
Stranger
was the newest.
And this is one of the older ones?
And this is the oldest song that I
It
still
is?
perform.
What's the name of it?
It's called Lost.
Okay, Lost. Okay, so she's going to play Lost, and I'm going to try to get it together here, over here. And
So Dawn heard Lost when I played at the Parlor Room during first night in Northampton.
it was packed.
It was a really fun show.
It was New Year's Eve, and it was packed. And I actually couldn't get in, and some guy was going out and gave me his tickets, which was so nice. It was so great. So,
Oh, that is really nice.
so nice. It was so great. It was packed, though. It was packed. So, okay, so this song is called Lost, and here we go. Are you plugged into anything, or is this just acoustic?
Just acoustic.
This is acoustic tonight, so it's kind of cool. And this is what they do on Sundays on most stations. You know, they do like Ozzy Osbourne without a mic or an amp. Do you have an amp?
I do. I have. Yeah. It's good. It's good for the gigging.
I think it's great. Oh, good. Okay, so here's Lost. Let's go. Here we go.
So
Can't wait.
song I wrote when I was a senior in high school about just being honestly scared of moving out and leaving my hometown and going to college. And it was also a really weird time. I graduated in the class of 2020, which is the COVID class.
It's
I guess
awful.
every class is a COVID class.
No, but that was an awful time for kids.
Yeah.
Awful.
It was definitely a rough go. We had a rough go at it.
I think so too. Now, did you even have a graduation at your high school? You didn't?
I mean, we had a drive-through graduation.
Oh, isn't it awful? James kind of went through the same thing. It was awful. Awful.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, so here's Lost. So, I mean, actually, the whole point of the song goes great. So, let's hear it. Here we go. Lost.
Can't find a way in the place I know so well. Have I forgotten the pie bar cookie smell? I walk the streets I used to know, wishing I could still call them home. Home. I walk the streets I used to know, searching for the friend I lost a long time ago. I'm lost in my hometown. Memories fade into soft sound. Lost in my hometown. And if I could rewind, I would. It seems these days I'm just chasing away the past, wishing I could move forward, but I'm always looking back. I walk the streets I used to know, wishing I could still call them home. Home. I walk the streets I used to know, searching for the friend I lost a long time ago. I'm lost in my hometown. Memories fade into soft sound. Lost in my hometown. And if I could rewind, I would. Do the hard times ever end? Will I find my path again? Oh, I let the weeds grow wonders over everything. 6 p.m. I called surrender to remember 413. I'm lost in my hometown. Memories fade into soft sound. Lost in my hometown. And if I could rewind, oh, and if I could rewind, I would. Lost in my hometown. Memories fade into soft sound. I'm lost in my hometown. And if I could rewind, I would.
Oh my God, I love that song. I love that song. Oh my God, that might be my favorite. That's so great when it is so.
Thank you, Dawn.
Oh my gosh, and being from there, it's like 413's our what is it called?
Zip code?
Or like
area code.
Area code,
Area
right?
code,
413. They live right next to the Pie Bar, which is like Cooper's Corner still there, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. No, but it is true. It's like now you're like. Now, like the COVID thing, like went crazy and kept everybody home, and now everybody just wants to run and go. And I mean, I can't even believe you're going to go to LA. It's crazy. Now, is LA? I don't know anything about it. All that we know is Serena lives there, our friend. You've got friends that live there.
I've got friends that live
Is
there.
Compton LA? Where's Compton? I don't even know.
No.
All those rappers are from Compton. I don't know where it is.
Straight out of Compton.
Straight out of
Yeah,
Compton, right? I know. I don't. Puff Daddy's from like around there. No,
there
not
was, like,
Puff.
New
It's
Orleans.
Snoop. But so
Yeah.
how do you know which area to go in? Did you just kind of like Google like what's the hot spot, like where people are playing and?
Well, so I based it honestly off of an internship that I was looking at through Berkeley.
Yeah.
And then also just out of like the safe places that I knew were like gonna be good to live and had good communities, and like my friends lived nearby. So
I can't even believe it. And some of these friends are size friends, a couple of them.
I don't know about size
No?
friends.
Really?
Some of them are from my high school, and then also a lot of Berkeley people move out there. Like some of the graduates, even from last
can't
year,
believe
I could
people
name
your age
probably
are
like
already
10
out there.
people. No, they just graduate and they go. It's like culture at Berkeley or something. It's so strange, but I guess
so
now I'm part of
funny.
it now
I
too.
can't even believe it. But people from Northampton have just gone off too and just taken off, yeah?
Yeah. There are some people that I know that are like, I mean, out of college, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna figure it out. Where am I gonna go? And then
I
they
think
get a
lots
job
of kids
in LA.
are like that. Plus, like we were so
Yeah.
held down. Like I don't think anybody realizes it. Like, but like
Yeah.
it was stupid how we were all
COVID
home doing
definitely
nothing.
like had a turn, like made people.
Definitely made people
changed.
like change. Definitely. That's so
Yeah.
crazy. I love that song though. I love that. That might be my favorite. I don't know why. I love that one. It's so nice. I love it.
I've been
Now,
playing it for a lot of years, so it's like it feels so like home to me to play
and the
that
funny,
song.
the weird thing is, like, I remember, like, when Paul Simon was playing. I don't even think I've seen Paul Simon. I don't even know, but maybe I have because I saw he had a
YouTube,
huge band.
right? Or you saw him live?
I might have because he had that
Wow.
big African band that he had. But yeah, Ladysmith Bambaya or
Ladysmith
something like
Black
that.
Mambazo?
Yes, that was it.
That album.
But it's like it's even like if Taylor Swift plays, she's got violins. I mean, a whole orchestra, and you're
Yeah.
just doing acoustic, and then you add drums, and you add this, and you add amps, and you add backup
Yeah.
singers, and it's like this is just like the bare bones, really. It's
Mm-hmm.
kind of cool. Now, is it your favorite instrument to play? Is guitar?
Oh, that's a hard
Oh,
one.
it is?
I don't know.
Really?
Because I also play the flute, and I
Really?
I
I didn't know that.
I played flute like all through elementary school and stuff.
Really?
And now I'm like adding it to my music and
Like, could you just 8-track it or
playing with-
shove it into the what's that platform you're using? I forgot.
Pro Tools.
And that's what you can do. You can just shove it in like an 8-track. How many tracks can you have now? There used to be just 8.
You
now
can have
as many as you want. You can?
It's like unlimited.
So you can add this.
Uh-huh.
Can
you could
use-
add this. You can add, if you've seen anything Jacob Collier is doing recently, he has like 400 tracks. It's crazy.
Oh my God! There was another
All the vocal
guy.
takes.
Oh my God! I went on the road. I was just a roadie, but I was with another guy that David. Oh God, he's great. He's a guitarist and jazz that went to Berkeley. He was all right. I only met him quick, but I was on tour with their band. I can't even remember right now, but he was on the thing too. But I mean, lots of very, very famous people go to Berkeley. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe
yeah.
it.
It's cool, like even within like my grade, like there are
So
people
weird.
who don't need to be there who could just be on tour.
Yeah.
Like who are like that famous that you're like, why are you here?
Oh
What?
my God! I can't believe it.
We call them Berkeley micro celebrities.
I think it's great. I had one kid, right? I had one kid. He was like an Asian kid, and his parents were both. I don't know if they were American Asians or if they were from overseas or whatever. But Derek Van Warmer, hi Derek. He went to Berkeley.
Hi, Derek.
I don't know what Derek did there, but I think he just like did absolutely the opposite. I think his parents were thinking he should have done, and he just did it. And everything worked out. He like did great. Hi, Derek. You're watching. Yeah.
Hi, Derek.
He's like, oh God, I don't know if they
To
wanted you to
Derek,
be a
everyone.
dentist or something, but you just did not do that. But yeah, really nice parents though. Again, because they could have been like, no, you're not doing it, and I think everything worked out. So that was it. I loved that song, Lost, and that's totally true too.
Yeah, there's so many things like I feel like that everybody went through during COVID that now it's like, wow, like I can't believe we did that. For some reason I was like, I'm never gonna go to the Pie Bar again. Like
Can you even
heartbroken.
believe it? Is that still open too, the Pie Bar?
It is.
It really
yeah,
is?
It's going strong too.
It is?
They just sold to new owners.
They
And
did?
their hours are longer now.
Well, and then there's a
stuff, so-
brewery across the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm saving for my plastic surgery, which is actually right next door to the Pie Bar with Simone Topel. Hi, Simone. Give me a discount, will you? Mini facelift is $30,000 in Connecticut. Just for a little trip. Yeah, I need the whole thing. Come on. Hook me up. I'll bring you out for a beer and a Pie Bar. So, this is so fun. So, yeah, so we are here. We're having a ball. And I'm going to finish this up. I've got all these lines. And so you don't really want your Sharpie showing. You don't.
What are you gonna do to cut? Like, how
Well,
do
you can
do
cover
it?
it with just a teeny. You can take
that
just a
looks so
skinny. You can just
good.
take a skinny paintbrush and just actually paint over the Sharpie with black. And like you want to cover the Sharpie though, because Sharpies are not paint; they're marker.
Yeah.
So when you say like mixed media, like Luci's like, okay, I play the flute, you're adding more stuff, and I use mixed media all the time. But yeah, if I don't want anybody to see that Sharpie, I can just go over it with just a little teeny brush and use black, and it's all covered up. So if you're all using mixed media, you know, you don't want a Sharpie showing through. So you want to make sure all your lines, it's like paint by number. You don't want it to look, you know, like a paint by number. So you want to cover up those lines if you can. So great. So did you remember the next song you're playing? I can't even wait. Oh.
I know, I was like, which one am I doing?
I know, right? So we did, oh my God. And we might even, if we have to go into, you know, last episode we finished a little bit minute early, so maybe we'll have her just like jam out or something like that at the last minute. So yeah, so next song you wrote recently, or is it an old one?
The next song I wrote this past summer, when I spent the summer on Prince Edward Island. I was playing shows with my band and working at a few places, and I was feeling a little bit homesick, so I wrote this song called New England.
And where were you? Why'd you pick Prince Edward Island?
So I actually went to school there for 2 years.
That's right.
Before Berkeley, and I got my associate's degree in music performance there.
Was it is Prince Edward Island Canada?
It is Canada.
It is.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
went to McGill or no?
I went to Holland College.
You did?
To a college program.
I
Yes.
remember your dad was like dying because he's like, I don't want her to go because it was so far. Your mother was probably like, yeah, you guys didn't like it because it was
And
far.
I was like, it's COVID. Bye-bye.
And that was it, right? So after the whole thing went down.
Love you, Dad, if you're watching.
What's it like there? Just like in the middle of nowhere? Is it like Greenland,
It's really
Iceland?
beautiful. The sand is red. It's like Anne of Green Gables for anyone
And
who
where
has
do you
read or
live?
watched that. I lived in the residence halls, which are like better than the American dorms.
They are?
Sorry. Yeah, because they're like apartments and they have
so nice.
kitchens and everyone has their own bedroom.
And there's less
It's
rules,
really
of course.
There's less
Canada,
rules.
Oh
no one
my-
carries a handgun. Like
No, I know. In Ireland, they don't even have
Imagine
cops.
that.
Don't even carry, cops in Ireland don't carry guns. Isn't
yeah,
it
there
weird?
was no COVID either because
It's
on
so
the island.
crazy. So
yeah.
how long were you there for? A whole year?
I did 2 years at the
Prince Edward
school, and then I spent 2 summers there also.
You did?
Yeah. I spent the summer after my second year and the summer after my first year in Berkeley there.
Really?
Yeah.
So now what year are you at Berkeley? Are you graduating?
I am graduating next spring, so I have 1 more year at Berkeley.
Oh my God, I can't even believe it. That is so
and then what?
exciting.
Who knows? Just
Who
kidding.
knows? I'm so excited. Well, hey, musicians are just musicians. It's so great. And you know what I notice is like musicians seem now even more to support each other rather than knocking someone down and saying like, I don't
they
really like country
do.
music. Yeah.
It's so cool.
People are
especially at
just very,
Berkeley, like,
yes.
Everyone's like so excited for everyone else's endeavors and like all of their shows and stuff.
It just
like,
seems like instead of
Yeah.
knocking people down, people are lifting each other up, especially
Yeah.
in the music industry, because everybody's different. And it doesn't really matter. If you made a ton of money off some song, it doesn't matter what it is. It's like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh. So next song is called,
New England.
and this is,
and
you
we have
wrote
a
it
pick.
on Prince Edward.
I wrote it, this past summer on PE. Like,
And
when
it was
we were
about
in
missing
PEI.
like New England, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here
it
we go.
was.
So this is called New England. We can't wait.
Okay. Oh, I left my heart in New England, among the white pine trees and the vibrant leaves. I left my heart in New England. Now I'm driving the car but forgot my keys. Oh, I never knew that I belonged until I moved away. And I never felt at home till now, but I can't stay. Now almost 8 pieces are falling into place. I can see the map outlining 7 special states. Oh, I left my heart in New England, among the warm embraces and the friendly faces. I left my heart in New England, driven far only to learn there is no better place. Ooh, 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 ooh. Said I always had to go Small town with not much to show. Piece of me I can't let go. The magic is right here, I know. Said I always had to go. Spent all of high school wishing so, but right now I truly know this place is my home. Oh, I left my heart in New England, among the warm embraces and the friendly faces. I left my heart in New England, driven far only to learn there is no better place. Ooh, 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 there is no better place.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
That
Now, do
one's
you
always a fun
sing? I
one.
mean, it's like we always say, me and my sister, every single day. Don't we wish we still lived in Northampton? Yeah, a lot. You know what I mean?
Just a little bit, you know?
Yeah, you know what I mean? My parents are there, and it's like so nice. And I go to Hungry Ghost Bread, like
Oh, I
my
love
mother-
Hungry
Oh my
Ghost.
gosh, it's like so. This bread baking company is so good in Northampton, and like I'm thinking, all they do is like, well, they do a lot of other stuff other than bake bread, I'm sure, but it's like the guys. I swear to God, you've got to be like chemistry major, biology to bake bread.
They've
It's
got it
different.
down to a T.
It's
over
like
there.
brewing beer or like
Yeah.
growing pot, I guess. I mean, it's the same thing, but it takes a big. You got to have a degree to make the goddamn bread. And so I love that place. I have a loaf of it at my house. My parents brought it up 2 days ago. It's so good, and it's $8 a loaf. And I thought, if I could open a Hungry Ghost Bread just in a like super hippie town, like and just bake bread all day, and like it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's huge.
it is. It is.
I can't even believe it. What other places did you guys live off of in like when you were in Northampton?
Oh,
'Cause,
Woodstar
like, when she-
Cafe. Their cookies.
Is that
Have you
on-
been to Woodstar?
Is that
Oh,
across from
what is that
Fitzwillies on
street?
that little funny street?
It's not.
Where
No,
Pearl
it's by
Street is?
Packards. You know Packards?
Oh, it's by Packards?
It's right next to Packard. It's like right down the street
It's
from
that
Packards.
like big coffee shop next to Packard's?
Yes, yeah, and
And then
right
the next
by
one
the-
is that like hippie garden place. What
Yes,
is it? Like
yeah, yeah,
vegan thing?
yeah.
And
It's right next to.
That's it, Bella.
Yeah,
In
it's
between
right
there?
next to. Yeah, it's right over
And
there.
it's great?
Yeah.
Northampton has
great.
a lot of great places.
I think New England has a lot of great places
I
too.
can't even believe
Hence
it.
the
And then when
song.
you go to LA, it's going to be like totally different.
I
Do you think your
know.
genre is going to change? Like you're just going to like rock out and do crazy?
Maybe. I guess we'll see.
I can't even imagine. And like, do you feel like there's like a lot of bands that have to like they do their hair crazy, they do their makeup crazy, they dress weird, they do that. I don't know. But like when you perform, do you go wild with that? Like do you put on like cows' heads and crazy stuff, crazy outfits?
I don't go wild with it per se. I mean, that sounds like a good.
I mean,
time.
I don't know.
That
I
sounds-
mean, like people do different stuff. It's like Ozzy Osbourne did the makeup, Kiss did the makeup. I mean, some people get half naked just to get attention. I mean, I don't know. But it's like, I mean, it just depends.
Yeah, I will say I feel like most of the times when I perform, I have a signature. I wear my groove pants, which is my first like official
Groove
single.
pants?
It was called Groove Pants 2 years ago in December. It was like the beginning of my album like launch. I released
It really
3
has
singles
to do
and
with
an
the
album.
whole thing, yeah.
Yes, and so these pants are like I'm not wearing them today. It's terrible. I should have worn them today.
I know.
But
we can put-
they're
we
these
don't put
red
it in
pants.
They're not in the picture, so we're good.
I know, yeah. So we're okay.
We're good.
They're these red pants with these white polka dots on them, and
Are you gonna wear them Thursday?
I should wear them Thursday.
might,
Yeah, I
yeah.
might wear them Thursday.
You might wear 'em Thursday.
I think
Oh
I'll
my
wear 'em
God.
Thursday. You know what?
Just wear
I'll wear
'em.
them Thursday for you
wear 'em
guys.
Thursday. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. It's so exciting. I can't even believe it. She's just starting out. How old are you? 21 years old?
Yeah, 21.
And your birthday's like, isn't it like December, November, like mine?
It's
It
in
is?
June.
It's coming up?
It's
So
coming
you'll be
up.
22?
I'll be 22 soon.
You will?
22.
Oh my God.
Like-
I know, but that's the time where you
Yeah.
want to like, you want to go. It's crazy. It's so exciting. Plus, it's like you're not held down by a career yet.
Yeah, honestly,
You
I
know?
was thinking about that. I was like, I'm
Like,
just
it's just
going to
not.
LA. I feel so lucky to be able to go there and do this internship.
And you don't
like,
need to spend a lot of money. I mean, she's not the type that's like, Mom, I need the latest iPhone. You know, I mean, where they don't live like that. Like, same with me. We have 2 minutes. Isn't this perfect? So I've got to erase all these Sharpie marks in 2 minutes. But even when we close up, I can just whip this up quick. And actually, these people are artists, so I'm sure you have acrylic paints at home. She can like touch it up if she wants to.
no, it's perfect.
Yeah, it really is
What are you
good. Even if,
talking
but I'll
about?
go over it fast. I sign it with a pencil down here because again, I would sign with paint as long as you sign it. But again, I signed. There's a couple paintings in Farmington. Sorry, Bruce and Dan. Get your painting over to my house soon because it's signed in Sharpies. It's one of the best paintings I've ever done, and you're like some of the wealthiest people in Farmington, and you've got my painting, and it's signed with a Sharpie. I hate it. So bring it down. Let me know, Bruce. I'm just gonna go over that thing. It's just like it screams Sharpie. You know what I mean? You do this oil painting, and then you've got the Sharpie in the corner. But yeah, so Bruce and Dan. bring
Pencil's
that thing down.
classier.
Pencil is better. You just go over it, and yeah. So I'm excited to follow Lucia Dostal. She's got like what, an Italian name. I haven't heard it. Lucia. I don't have any of those. I have
Lucia.
Lucia, but no Lucia.
Yeah, a lot of people call me Lucia.
2 C's together is a C? Or
Just one C. One C
oh,
and then
there's
an I.
one C.
Lucia.
2 C's is K, right? In Italian? 2 cheese. Oh yeah, C-H-I.
Two
I mean,
cheese.
it's like
the
the
brie
Italian.
cheese. We've got them.
And then her mother's Champa, C-I-A,
Yeah.
which is
We still got the ch. The
Do you
ch
speak
going
Italian
on.
a little?
Spanish. Ciao. Arrivederci. I actually did go to Italy this past year. It was really
did?
cool. I do not know
Jeez.
Italian though. Terrible.
But then your mom and dad dragged you over to Spain for a while, like for years.
Just dragged me.
They dragged you over to
want
Spain. But I mean,
enjoy that
you
incredible
actually
experience.
lived in Spain, like a lot of your
we
childhood,
we
right?
spent some summers there and did some woofing on the farms, and it was really fun. We
What
met some
part
cool
of Spain?
people. We were in a little north of Valencia, in near Castellón.
So if you went back and just say you decided, like, I'm gonna stop along the way in Spain when I'm out in LA. I'll take a flight out there. Would you be able to stop at that same farm and those people would be there?
Definitely.
Really?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they'd
I
know you?
love them. They're so
Oh,
great. They're such.
so that's like a
they're
stomping
like
ground?
Family across the ocean.
Oh, so if you ever wanted to play big and go to Spain and
Yeah,
play, you could do
yeah,
that too.
I'd
That's
know
fun.
where. I'd know
Did
where
they
to
have a
go.
lot of little pubs and things in that town?
They had, yeah, and also last semester I was in Valencia. Actually, I spent
Oh,
a summer
God.
in Valencia, and I played some shows there. So
Oh, nice. So that family's great that you stayed with.
yeah.
I mean, you were little, like 5, right? Like,
And
yeah.
then up until like 8th grade or something.
Really?
Also,
That
so-
long?
Yeah.
I can't
it
even
was-
believe it. And they had kids your age or not really?
Yeah, they were our age. Yeah, yeah.
Any
They were
musicians in
kids.
the family?
Not that I know
Rich
of.
is
They
like wrapping it
definitely-
up. Rich is wrapping it up.
Wrap
Okay,
it
we're
up.
wrapping it up. We had a great time here. Lucia Dostal, look her up. Look at her on Instagram. Anything you got there with the social media. We have YouTube and what does that say? Roku. I've never heard of that in
and
my life.
YouTube.
It's like I don't know all these places. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. We wish the best of luck to Lucia Dostal. Follow her around. And thanks for tuning in for the Crack of Dawn.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Dawn.
Woo! Thank you, Rich.
Thank you, Rich.
Sometimes life just happens. Don't worry. Farmington Motorsports will get you back on the road and at a fair price. From towing to tires, emissions to transmissions.
Our ASC certified techs do it all.
Farmington Motorsports is a family-run business. We're a Napa Auto Center and AAA approved. We work on all makes and models from preventative maintenance to major repairs.
And every repair is backed by our 2-year, 24,000-mile nationwide warranty.
When life happens to you, don't worry. Farmington Motorsports.
The Saybrook Fish House in Canton has been serving fresh seafood, chicken, and prime steaks for 40 years. Experience one of our 3 unique dining room settings, 2 with fireplaces, or relax in our cozy pub with a craft beer, wine by the glass, or specialty cocktail while enjoying a meal from our new lighter fare pub menu. Serving lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Reservations accepted for parties of 2 to 42. Gift cards always available. The Saybrook Fish House, nestled at the crossroads of routes 44, 202, and 179 in Canton.